Hi all, welcome to session 28 of Azure Data Factory. And in this session, we are going to look at another property of Get Metadata activity known as content MD5. Okay, so MD5 is a hashing algorithm that is primarily used to generate 128 byte hash of a particular file in order to check the data integrity. Okay, so it's a basic check mechanism which you can do. Suppose you are taking a file from a location that is not in your control, and if you want to check the integrity, so you can ask for the hash from that particular source that will be provided to you. And after that, once the file arrives in your data lake, you can again create a hash, and if both hash values are matching, you can say that there is no alteration in the data of that file. Remember, this property is only for files. This is not applicable on any directory of Azure Data Lake storage. Okay, so it's a very simple property. So let's explore it. Let me see. Yeah. So we have an MD5 hash generator. So if I type anything and I generate the hash of it, it will give you an MD5 hash. Okay. So this is how you will get a hash value when you are using MD5 content MD5 property of get metadata activity for your file. Okay. So before we jump into our demo, let's go and create the necessary data. So I'm going into my data lake storage in containers. I'm going into source variable input, and I'm going to use sales.csv. Okay. So I'm deleting this file. We don't need it. Okay, fine. Now what I'm gonna do, I'm going to go into my data factory studio, and I'm going to clone an existing pipeline. So let me go to my author tab here. I'm going to clone this pl get metadata structure pipeline. I have created the clone, and I'm going to say pl get metadata structure. Instead of structure, I will say content md5, and I will remove copy one. Okay, so this is the new pipeline that I have created. Okay, now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go into get metadata activity, and I'm going to say get md5 of delimited file. Going to go into settings. Let me change this to my delimited file dataset. I'm going to say source variable input, and I'm going to use sales.csv. So sales.csv, and instead of structure, I'm going to use content md5. Okay, since it is going to give me a string in the set variable, what I have to do, I have to change the variable type. So let me go to the pipeline. In the set variable, I'm going to use a string type variable, and let me change the name of the variable as well. So I'm going to say md5 value, and in the set variable, in the settings, I'm going to get the md5 value. So just scroll down. I think first one is the md5, so get md5 out delimited. Okay, no, it is not. Let me search a little bit. This one. Okay, so you will get content md5. Now we are set. Let me publish it. Okay, let me trigger the pipeline. and let's see what is the MD5 value that is generated for sales.csv. The pipeline is successful, and if you see, this is the MD5 output that we have got, and you have the value. Suppose you are getting this file from a location that is not in your control, so it is outside of your company, and while being transferred on the network, since it is a internet and you want to check whether there is any modification in the file content, you can create an MD5 value once the file is in your ADLS Gen 2, and you can ask for the MD5 value once the file before the file was sent to you. And if both values are matching, you can be sure that there is no change in the file while it was being transferred over the internet. Okay, so this is the simple application of MD5 value. I haven't used it much, but just to give you a hands-on, I have created this video. And after this, we are going to look into two more properties that are left out. One is last modified date and the other one is dynamic content. Okay, so let's see in the next session the last modified date of folders and files in Get Metadata activity. And if you like my video, please like, share, and subscribe. And please share your feedback in the comment section. Thank you so much.